To talk about the Sumner Tunnel closure. It's a big deal for people who go through that area, and a lot of people go to the airport. Causes a lot of frustration as well. So let's talk about how to keep cool, your cool behind the wheel.
That's right. So here with some advice is Dr. Michelle de Blasi, a psychiatrist at Tufts Medical Center. Thank you so much for joining us. Well,
Thank you.
Dr. de Blasi, we know some people are better at dealing with their frustration than others. If you know you tend to get easily annoyed and you don't have the patience, are there steps you can take before you get behind the wheel?
I think if you can actually avoid the situation altogether, that's kind of my best advice. So whether that means sort of driving in off times when there's less traffic, or taking public transportation, to try to avoid putting yourself in a really frustrating situation as best you can. But I think for most of us, we probably can't avoid it altogether. So in that situation, I would recommend using a strategy called cognitive restructuring, which is essentially using our own logic to kind of combat our anger or our frustration. So it would be doing things like recognizing, hey, this is going to be a longer ride. It may be really frustrating, but reminding ourselves, yeah, but you know what? It's only going to be temporary. And if I get more and more frustrated, it's not going to make me feel any better. It's only going to make me feel worse. So if you can do this sort of self-talk, it can actually help to sort of lower your frustration level.
And not doing it in the car while you're stuck right in the thick of it, trying to do it before, right? This is a 2-month closure. That's frustrating. That's a frustrating commute for some people, no matter what the reason is and why it has to be shut down and why they're doing that. So this is a long haul. So how do you still use that, whatever you called a cognitive something, to deal with this aggravation for the long haul?
Yeah, I mean, I think, cognitive restructuring.
Restructuring, that's it.
Seems to help. But, other things, if you need to drive, doing things that you can plan ahead that can maybe make the drive more tolerable. So whether that's creating sort of a music playlist, or maybe putting together some meditation clips that you can listen to in the car to really make it actually into a positive experience and help reduce your frustration. The other thing I would recommend would be possibly talking to someone else, of course, in a hands-free mode in the car, but, talking to a friend or even having a therapy appointment where you can get your frustrations out in words. It can really help to kind of lower your anger level and make it a lot more tolerable during the drive.
That's a good advice right there. A good audio book or podcast. Okay, well, we know it's not just traffic jams. Everyday stress can also pile up here. So what are the signs that you might not be maybe coping as well as you think that you are?
I think if you are starting to notice changes in how you're thinking about things or your behavior, and not just you, if other people in your life are noticing that about you, that you may be acting differently, especially if you're getting more frustrated about things that didn't used to make you feel frustrated, or have trouble concentrating, or have lost interest in a lot of things that you used to enjoy doing. Those are going to be signs that things maybe aren't going as well as you think. The other thing to look for is objective signs. So changes in sleep, either sleeping too much or less, and same changes in appetite. And certainly, if you're having any thoughts at all about hurting yourself or hurting anybody else, you absolutely need to reach out for help immediately from a professional.
All right, Dr. de Blasi, we appreciate your insight, especially as we're all about to deal with a little bit more traffic in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.